What's up, everybody? Man, it's been a long time, hasn't it? I've been meaning to make a video for a really long time, but time just escapes me nowadays, and it is what it is. I got married, so that's cool. Here's the house and disturbing amount of laundry. Got married, and me and Mom are living in an apartment. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on, but we are very blessed to be able to live where we're at and to have jobs and to be stable, basically, not mentally stable, but financially stable. But me and Molly just recently got back from Greece. I shot a couple shots. That doesn't make any sense. I shot some video while I was down there, took some pictures and stuff like that. And I really like the travel vlog style. I think vlogs are a little cringy to me nowadays. Which is what I'm doing right now. So I just wanted to do like a video, an update, and our experience. I just wanted to show you guys our experience in Greece, and it was amazing. It was great. It was fantastic. There was a lot of stuff that happened in Greece that I wish didn't happen in Greece. So Molly and I, basically all Molly, had been planning this trip for a couple months. And so we were planning to go to Athens, to Paros, to Santorini. We flew into Athens and we arrived. It was so long. It was the longest flight I've ever been on, and I believe it was 12 hours. We were trying to find our Uber guy, but an Uber in Greece is like $40 to $50. But we didn't know that, so we got an Uber. Yeah, so we got in the car with this guy, and he ended up driving. I leaned over to Molly and I was like, Molly, this guy seems like he's going really quick. And I leaned over and he was going 120 miles per hour. People in Greece really just don't really care how fast they're going, and they don't care if you're gonna die, and they don't care if they're gonna die. But we made it, that's all that matters. We made it to our destination. So there wasn't really any qualms with that. We made it really fast. And so we went to see the Acropolis, and there's a very high chance that I am saying that wrong. And we ended up walking past this really weird path that we thought led to it, but it actually didn't, but then it actually did, so we were very confused. But we ended up being able to go up there. It was amazing. We got to take some pictures up there, and gosh, it was just like the architecture is just really, truly a marvel. It is just really beautiful. But yeah, and actually before that, I forgot to mention, me and Molly went to this place to eat some lunch and dinner, and then we left, and then I realized that I forgot my phone at the restaurant. I went to the restaurant and I was like, hey, have you seen a phone? The guy was like, no, I got your phone, so I actually got my phone back, so that was amazing. Already almost a catastrophe. Anyways, we didn't have that much time in Athens, so we were done with Athens. So we're done with Athens, and we have to, that next morning, have to drive to the seaport to get on a ferry to go to Paros. And it's about a 4-hour ferry. It was supposed to be 3, I think, but it ended up being 4. So me and Molly, we're hanging out. We've been a while. It ended up being delayed. We went to get a pastry, of course. And then we go back and we sit down, and Molly's like, hey, the guy next to us looks like freaking Josh Gad. I looked over and I was like, it does look like Josh Gad. So we kind of laughed. We were like, oh my gosh, that looks like so much like Josh Gad. That's so funny. What the heck? And then I started to really pay attention. So yeah, it ended up being Josh Gad and his 2 daughters, and they were going through a time. But we ended up going in and sitting with them. And I actually talked with him for like 20 minutes or so, talked about his trip, talked about, all that good stuff. Where he's from, where we're from. We're basically boys now, so if you need to hit up If you need to hit us up for any Frozen 3 announcements, go ahead and hit us up. So I had an iPhone 12, keyword had. It was kind of already breaking down a little bit, so that wasn't great. She ended up dipping my phone after filming this sweet footage of me jumping off of this ledge. Watch this little montage. We both get back to the, oh shoot, I forgot the most important part. I'm literally an idiot. I'm so selfish. So Molly, right after she films this, steps on a sea urchin. That happened. And Molly has sea urchin in her foot. So we swim back to the boat and the guy picks it out. Here's this guy. The captain was like, this guy, he's a doctor for 21 years. He's 22 years old. He ended up picking out a lot of it, but not all of it. There was still a slight little, and when I say slight little, I mean that big. He advised us that we need to go to the Peros emergency room to then get it out. And in the middle of the trek back on the boat, Molly informed me that my phone had not turned on the last hour. And we found out later that it would never turn on, and it still hasn't, so I had to end up buying a new phone. Anyways, Santorini, well, actually, we did rent an ATV in Peros. So we got to see a lot of really cool countryside in Peros. Now we're on to Santorini. We get onto the boat, which was slightly smaller, which actually ended up helping. I felt like it was so much better when the boat was smaller. We got to our hotel. There was so many beautiful places. It truly is beautiful. Just all the buildings, all the lights, and it's just really cool to see a beautiful work of God's creation. To go to this beautiful dock place, and I say dock, it's like a port. It's like a very small taxi port type style, but it was down 550 steps or something like that. So we traveled the whole thing, ended up seeing donkeys, and we get there, and oh my gosh, so beautiful. The water's so clear. Cliff diving, swimming. We got our goggles on. You could see what felt like miles. It was just so beautiful. actually behind this rock over here, there's a church right there, which is really random. You know, Greece has all these churches. What a cool trip though. Like, it was really cool. It was our first time in Europe, and we had to figure a lot of stuff out and have quick reactions to things. And it was really, really cool though. We got to experience a lot of the culture there, and got to experience the driving there, which was wild. I wasn't particularly a fan of driving there. Anyways, condensed Greece version of our trip. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stick around for maybe some future videos. And until next time, I will see you guys later.